What's up, Kings? It's Keefe. Listen, you cannot win in life. You are not going to be able to achieve the big things that you want to achieve, that you need to achieve to be the man you were born to be, if you're focused on chasing girls. You are not going to get there until you get that out of your head. And in this video, we're going to get into why that is and why it is so important to put the girls to the side, stop chasing girls, focus on your purpose, focus on accomplishment, and let all that come to you. Now, before we get into that, hit that subscribe button and bell icon. This channel is all about helping men level up and become those high value winners. So if that resonates with you, you are definitely going to check out the content on this channel. Now let's get started. Gentlemen, there is a test that life throws at all of us. Nobody is immune to it, and it happens in just about every area of our lives. And the way we respond to it is going to determine our success or our failure in the thing we're going after and just in our lives in general. The test is a choice that we are all presented, and usually even when we know the correct answer, we still fail the test. And the test is to see if you are really willing to do what is necessary to get what you want out of life, or if you are going to spend all your energy trying to get what you want out of life without actually having to do the work to get it. Literally everything in life has a price tag. If you want to buy a new car, there is a price tag on that car, and it's how much money you got to pay for it. If you want to have a great body, the price tag is the discipline in the gym and in the kitchen. If you want to have a great business or make a lot of money, the price tag is you need a valuable skill or you need to provide something valuable to other people. And if you want women, there is also a price tag to that. And that price tag is you've got to become the kind of man that these women want. And this is why it is so backwards to spend your time chasing women, because number one, it's distracting you away from getting the things you actually need to get done in your life and the things you want to accomplish deep down, the things you were born to accomplish. We were all, as men, born to be winners. That's what we're here on this earth to do. We need to win, get to the top of the hierarchies, and that's how you get the girls to begin with. So it doesn't help us with that when we chase girls. And then when we chase girls, they're not even interested in us. So all we can do is go Google some texting game or find the best Tinder pic, and we do all this stuff and waste all this time and energy rather than, like I said, pass the test. Just do the things that need to be done so that you can get what you want in the first place. Basically, what so many guys are doing is, rather than focusing on winning and dominating and being the best man they possibly can be, being the most high value man they can possibly be, they are focused on saying, okay, how can I get the girls without having to do all that? It's like a get rich quick scheme. It's like all these online business courses you can find where you sign up for it and you think you're going to be this crazy rich person, but there's all these things you got to do in between to get to that level. And it's the same thing with girls. Guys want to find all the little cherry on top kind of stuff they think is going to help them skip all the foundational work to actually be that kind of man. And this does two things horribly wrong. The first thing is you never actually focus on your development and winning and accomplishing your goals as a man because you're too busy looking for the shortcut to get to the women. And the funny thing about shortcuts like this is they end up making things take longer than if you had just done what you were supposed to do and made yourself the real man, rather than trying to fake the whole thing and spending all this energy chasing after girls, which guys aren't supposed to be doing in the first place. We're supposed to be on our mission, gentlemen. And the funny thing about this is that development and that winning, that's where you're going to find the fulfillment, not in chasing the girls to begin with. As men, we are born to come out here. We're supposed to be these alphas. We're supposed to go out and conquer things, win, accomplish. This is how we survive and reproduce. That's how it works as a man. That's where your fulfillment is. And the problem is you are denying yourself that. You're never going to get that true fulfillment because you're too busy chasing girls. Like, it is hard enough to already achieve big things in this world, but it is made way harder when your attention is completely focused in this completely opposite direction that is not helpful. And another interesting thing about this is most guys who have access to any girl that they want, they tend to not treat it like it's that big of a deal, and so they can focus on these things that actually really matter to them, and the girls just tend to come along for the show. And that sort of shows you the truth about this situation, and that is that the women really aren't that big of a deal. Like, once you get them, you realize this is not where fulfillment is. So you're putting your energy into the wrong thing when you could just focus on the things that will actually bring you fulfillment and let that come along with it. And also, going through that work, putting in the work to be that top dog that you can be, to win and accomplish your goals, That's where personal development happens. And so many guys these days are looking to acquire these traits. They want to be mentally strong. They want to be disciplined. They want to be alphas. They want to have that mindset that an alpha male has. And yet they won't do the things that give you that because they're too busy laying around swiping on dating apps and wanting some girl to come cuddle with them. And the second thing about this is, even if you get a girl, it's not real. It's fraudulent. You got this based usually on some kind of like bar tricks, you knew game, you read pickup artist books or something like that. You managed to fool this girl to be interested in you, and because of that, you don't have that true sense of confidence because you know deep down you didn't put in the work and you are not that top guy. And so when other guys come around who actually have put in that work, it's going to show. You're going to be jealous, all these different things. You're going to be very insecure because all you know you have is that facade of playing these different games and knowing this little dating psychology, sexual dynamics and all this stuff. I've been this guy. First girl I ever dated, I knew all the pickup artist tricks, right? And so I got her real interested in me, but that can only go on for so long before you end up getting exposed and looking like a fool and realize that you needed to put in the work. You gotta stop skipping this step. So now what happens? Okay, so you get the girl, then she finds out you're a fraud, she dumps you, probably cheats on you, so now you don't get the girl, you're feeling worse, and you don't get to be a high value winner because you weren't focused on the right things. All of this is so interconnected. What I mean by that is, like, the women go to the winners. That's just the facts of life. So like, if you just focus on winning and doing all this stuff, the girls will come and then you don't have to chase them. You don't have to worry about knowing all the pickup lines. They'll do it for you. Listen, I learned this story one time about this NBA player. He was in Vegas and he went out to this club and he was with a friend, and this girl comes up to him, this very attractive woman. She was not a hooker either, and she was with all her friends. She comes up to him and she says, "You can literally take any of us home tonight." She tells this to the star athlete, right? That's what happens when you're a winner, guys. You don't have to know text game. You don't have to have great Tinder pics. Like, the girls will come for you if you are that guy, if you level up and focus on winning. And you don't have to be a superstar athlete. You just got to be the best at what you're doing. You got to walk around with that swag. You got to have a reputation about you and a sense of pride and know that, like, I'm the best. I'm putting in this work and I'm winning in whatever it is I'm trying to win at. Even Dan Bilzerian got rich playing poker before women showed up in his life. I remember him telling a story one time about how he had 10 games of online poker going at one time on a computer, and he was playing so many hands at once that he was literally having to like piss in a bottle because he couldn't get up to go to the bathroom because he was going to miss his turn. He was playing like 18 hours a day. He said he probably logged his 10,000 hours. They say you need 10,000 hours to master something. He said he did that before he really popped off. So even the legendary womanizer of our time was focused on winning, and the girls came as a result of that. And then he just set his life up so that the girls would be like a natural part of that. And here's the other funny part about that, guys, is now that he's kind of like going through a hard time right now financially or whatever, I'm not that up on his situation, but now that he's going through that, it seems like the girls have kind of vanished. So that should also really show you about this. You should stop taking all this stuff so seriously and recognize that the spoils go to the winner, but you also shouldn't take the spoils so seriously, and you definitely should not be chasing after the spoils for no good reason because they're empty calories. There's nothing to them. And at the end of the day, winning is a lot more enjoyable than just getting some girl. Winning is about proving that you are more than what you thought you were. It's about overcoming obstacles, defeating competitors, proving you are that guy, and achieving your goals, breaking through barriers, and just like determining that you are capable of so much more than you realize. And that is a way more fulfilling feeling than just getting some little ego boost from a girl. So focus on being a winner. Focus on being the most badass, high value man that you can possibly be. Enjoy all the rewards of that, and that includes women as a byproduct. And if you got something out of this video, give me a like, hit the subscribe button and bell icon so you don't miss new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.